In the congressional US midterm elections of November the 4th, 1958, at issue was whether the Republicans would be able to more or less retain their positions. They already were in a minority and had been since the 1954 congressional midterm elections, both in the United States House of Representatives and in the US Senate. That summer, reports surfaced that President Dwight Eisenhower's chief of staff had apparently stayed in at least one hotel at taxpayers' expense, and possibly there had been other expenses that he had claimed had been incurred while performing his duties, when in fact they hadn't been. And because of that, the Republicans were losing popularity, and in fact, according to then Vice President Richard Nixon, this information is from his memoirs entitled simply RN. For the first and only time during Eisenhower's two-term presidency in the summer of 1958, his approval rating sank below 50%. And of course, since Eisenhower, for all his popularity, could not seek a third presidential term in 1960 because of what even he called, according to the late American historian Henry Steele Commager, an act of retroactive vindictiveness, that is the 22nd Amendment, which had limited the US presidents to 2 terms, and under exceptional circumstances, that is the death, resignation, or removal from office of their predecessors, to a maximum of 10 years. So the Democrats were in an advantage, and they did prevail. In the US House of Representatives, they gained 49 seats, rising to 283 seats with 56% of the vote. The Republicans lost 48 seats, slumping to 153 seats with only 43.6% of the vote. In the simultaneously held US Senate elections, 32 seats out of 98 were up. The Democrats gained 12 seats, rising to 61 seats with 55% of the vote. The Republicans lost 12 seats, dropping to 35 seats with 43.1% of the vote. Accordingly, in the United States House of Representatives, Sam Rayburn of Texas remained as the Speaker or Chairperson, and in the United States Senate, Lyndon Johnson of Texas remained as the Majority Leader.